Being a parent to kids is easy. You feed them, clothe them, keep them safe, play with them. I mean, that's about it. That's about it. But being a parent to adults, to adult kids, that's difficult. So being a parent to kids is basically three things. Feed them, play with them, keep them safe. That's it. That's it. Clothes on. I mean, you get it. I mean, there's a couple more than that, obviously, but that's the gist of it. You know, your kids are, if you're spending time with your kids and you're growing up in their lives, they're pretty happy with you. Now, we have two littles. We call them little and bigs. We got Blake and Arrow, the two littles, 11 and 5. And then we got the bigs, Kirsty and Brooke, that are 23 and 20. That's two whole-ass grown women that you have to parent. And that's hard. It's not easier when they're not there anymore. You know, you always hear, oh, it's going to be so great. Kids are going to move out. It's going to be great. And it's going to be easy. And it's not. It's none of that. None of that. Now, I've always been in my kids' lives. That will never, ever change. That is always going to be the case. As long as I'm living and breathing, I will be in my kids' lives. And that's all four of them, without a doubt. But that's much easier when they're little. Remember the three things I showed you earlier, talked about? Those three things? Makes it a lot easier. You're going to find that little pitter-patter of feet running across the floor, or that constant I want, or even the yelling at you or at their siblings, whoever they're yelling at, you're going to miss that. Sounds crazy, but you will. I promise you will. As your kids become older and more independent, it becomes harder to figure out where you fit at in their new lives. Like, what is your role now? They don't need you like they did when they were 4 or 5 years old. That sucks. Now, it's not something that you can come in and just forcibly insert yourself into their life. I mean, come on. Well, let's face it, I'm the uncool dad now. You know, I'm a 40-year-old dad to, you know, these great little grown women over here that they don't want to be around their dad as much as they would used to. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. But oh my gosh, are my girls something special? Kirsty moved away to a big city. She is up there. She's doing it on her own. She's got her great boyfriend, don't get me wrong. And they're up there and they're having a good life. And everything's working to her favor right now. She's proving just how independent and strong she is. Brooke has given us probably the best gift we've ever gotten since our own kids, and that's a grandkid. And she has proven to be the best little mom I have ever seen. And that by itself is just simply amazing to us. We love it. We love watching her with our granddaughter. Their lives are just packed full of a ton of just positive reinforcements that they are growing up right and they are making good decisions with their lives. Each new thing that they come across in their rapidly expanding and growing lives eats away a little bit of my spot. I know it's part of growing up. I realize that I'm part of the reason that they're growing up the way that they are now. And, that's okay. I can't make them feel bad for being grown. I can't make them... I can't... They're going to make decisions that I just don't agree with. They're going to go places I don't want them to go. It's not my spot to sit back and judge them for each little move that they make. Right, wrong, whatever. If I think I know the outcome, if I don't think I know the outcome, they don't need to hear that. I'm here to guide them, and I will. Absolutely. I will give my opinion. I'm not going to let my girls get hurt. I'm not going to make stupid decisions that's going to hurt them or someone else. But some of the things they got to learn on their own. They're going to have to make these decisions. It's just part of growing up. I can't come across and guilt them to spending time with me. I mean, that's selfish. I would love for them to spend time with me every single day. It's not feasible. At this point in their lives, it's not. And that's okay. I get it. They're the most loving, helpful, giving girls that you could hope to raise. And most definitely headstrong. I don't know where they get that from. Maybe I do a little. So, how do you parent two strong adult women? I've learned that, sometimes I'll call them and they don't always answer. And I get that, and I don't expect them to, but I'm convinced that them just knowing that I called means almost as much to them as me getting to talk to them. Does that make sense? Just them knowing that I care to call them, that I want to talk to them, that I want to speak with them. I think that goes a long way on their side. I'd much rather talk to them, but I get it. Again, I get this. I get all this stuff. So again, how do you take two strong adult women and parent them? Well, do they need parenting? They will always need parenting at some form or fashion. But I think the way to do this is that you wait until they need you. They'll need you. Whether it's in person, over the phone, just video chat, something. They're going to need you. And no matter when they need you, what time they need you, where they need you, what they need, you show up for it. I'm ready to show up.
If they have a samurai,
gonna get a little better close and find a common turning roses on my eyes and always
flying up the back swing
you're getting to me, Sailor Moon is like cartoons got the boom and the baby
to make you think the wrong thing. I can't help it if I think you're funny when you're mad. I'm trying hard not to smile, though I feel